In this video, we're going to be checking out Spotify DJ. There's been quite a few enhancements in terms of the Spotify DJ recently, including this one, which is the fact that DJ now takes requests. So this is utilizing a lot of AI technology in terms of choosing tracks that you might like based on your prompt. So we've got examples here saying, hey DJ, hit me up with some 90s main music, play me some healing, cry in the car songs, 2 a.m. and I'm still scrolling, help me sleep. So whatever it is, whatever your thought process is of what you want to hear, that's what the DJ can actually help you with. So what you do is you click on try it.
Hey, what's going on? I'm Xavier. My friends call me X. And from this moment on, I'm going to be your own personal AI DJ on Spotify. I'm going to be playing artists you got in rotation, going deep into your listening history. And I'm always on the lookout for new stuff too, just to push your boundaries a little bit. I like to come back and change things up myself sometimes. But if there's ever something you want to hear, you can just tell me. Just press and hold down that DJ button at the bottom of your screen and start talking. Now to your music. I know what you listen to. I see Current One there. So I'm going to be here every day playing those artists you got in rotation, going back into your history for songs you used to love. And I'm always on the lookout for new stuff too, just to push your boundaries a little bit. I'm going to come back every few songs to change up the vibe. But if you're ever not feeling the music, there's going to be a DJ button at the bottom of your screen. Tap that and I'll come back early to switch it up. All right, enough talk. I mentioned Current One. Let's get it going with that and some other artists in that zone.
Okay, so this is like your personal assistant of music, which is really powerful if you think about it. You know, this is just changing the game in terms of searching for tracks that you want to listen to, or just putting on your typical playlist that you always listen to. So now you've got your own personal assistant in the form of Spotify DJ. So the button is down the bottom right in blue, as you can see there. But if I have a look at the ellipse button on the top right, you've got the same features that you normally have with all of this stuff. You do have DJ language. You've got Spanish, Mexico, and also English as well, which is known as DJX. It would be nice if there's different voices going out there in the future. I think that would be really helpful. Let's click the DJ button, shall we?
Okay, moving on, your 2020s vibes. 1,000 Mad Things leads.
So I'm going to hold it now. So it says, want DJ to play something? Then just ask. DJ will need microphone access, which is required, but only on while you're making the music request itself. So you can ask for a genre, artist, mood, or vibe. You're in control. Your voice data will be used to improve the Spotify experience, but you can opt out at any time in settings. So importantly, it's an opt out, so you're automatically opted in. So that is something to be aware of. So I'm going to accept the microphone. Hi, it's quite late in the day, so can you play some like relaxing synth pop music to me?
Relaxing synth pop for a late day. Let me get some chill vibes going. All right, here's some synth pop to ease you into the evening. Duran Duran starts us off.
Okay, now that's pretty cool. Now what I'm wondering is whether it's created a playlist or whether it's just created one kind of song at a time, which I think it probably has actually done. It does say hide in this playlist, so if you didn't want it to come back, you can do that as well. So, I mean, I'm just literally doing this for the first time, so it's quite interesting for me. If I press fast forward, that's so old-fashioned of me. I mean next track. Did you lose you? I have to say, that's actually done a really good job. A better job than I actually anticipated. I thought it was going to be a lot more generic, not based on my own personal tastes. I know all of those artists because I've got them already in my playlist right now. Yota is one of my favourite synth-pop artists at the moment. She is amazing. And she's literally just come up on this track as an example. Plus, I like all of those tracks that it's just played. One big bonus for me is the fact that literally I've got over 3,097 songs in my like playlist. So I'm very conscious that all of these tracks I'm not going to hear often because there's so many in here. So the fact that I've got this DJ feature now, and I can hone in on these light tracks if I want to, it'll base it on my past, listening kind of analysis, then that's going to be really powerful. So I just think that's amazing. And that blue button's there again, so I can literally change it up. Even though it's now evening in the UK, I really want to go EDM, really kind of hard techno stuff, but stuff that I've kind of heard before or similar. So can you help me with that?
You can ask me to play whatever music you're in the mood for. Could be an artist, a genre, or just tell me what you're up to and I'll try to find the perfect thing. And only real music requests, all right? You can't ask me what I eat for breakfast and stuff like that. Getting back to the music now, here's some stuff that's right in your zone. Right now, I'm going to hit you with a few songs you couldn't get enough of in 2022. Glass Apple Bonsai on first here.
Okay, so that's interesting. I love this track, by the way, and it's not one that I've heard often. And that one, I've maybe heard it twice. But what it hasn't done, it's kept more towards my tailored songs that I like, rather than risking it. So even though I said EDM tracks, these aren't EDM tracks. What it's done is it's favorited my own personal tastes over the kind of experimental stuff. Let me try and step it up a bit. I really want to change my personal taste now. Play something completely different to what I normally listen to, please.
Time for a change. Let's mix it up. All right, here's something new. Let's shake things up.
Okay, this is good. Apart from a couple of artists, oh yeah, I know the last two. Yeah, Gary Newman. Again, I would say it is still favoured towards my personal tastes. So that's something to be conscious of. What might be useful is to have a lot more settings. Like if you want to be a lot more experimental, then maybe you get a slider in the DJ settings section, and you can actually have it more towards your taste rather than experimental, and then you can slide to whichever one you want. So that would be really cool to see, actually. I'd like to see that.
Okay, changing it up.
So how to talk to your DJ, says that down the bottom. So it's quite simple instructions. So DJX it's called. It's pretty interesting. And I think it's a really good start. I am really impressed with how it talks to me, how it listens, how it understands the context. Again, the downside is it's really similar to the stuff that I like, but they weren't like songs, to be fair, but they were known artists to me. So I think having more control in the future will be great. But for now, I think it's a big benefit to use DJ. It's almost like listening to your own personalised radio in a way. And the fact that he kind of introduces the playlist, I think is really cool. I'd personally like to see the whole playlist as well, rather than having to skip every song that the DJ has chosen for me. But then that's better than listening to radio, right? So anyway, hope you like this video. Let me know if you end up using Spotify DJX, what you think about it, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye.